Sorry, it's a bit of a false start to this film. I was just about to sit down and I've collected all my concealers for you guys. I wanted to create a sort of concealer 101 in terms of textures and what textures work for right skins and how to apply them. But I've been using The Ordinary, new product alert. This is their new concealer just released. And it's so good. I have to do a whole one on this just to show you how good it is, and it's only £4.90. It's really good. And there are obviously other categories of concealers that I want to show you, but this Ordinary new concealer needs its own film. So I'm going to use this film just to talk about this product, because even if you buy a couple of shades and you play with it and you don't quite like it, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I think you will. I really think you will. And in these times when you might be buying colours on store, I've actually gone on the website and it's actually really easy to choose a colour. So they've broken it into 4 categories: light, light medium, medium dark and dark. And then within that there's different tones. So you've got neutral, pink and yellow. So I've chosen for my lightest one 1.2 yellow, Y, and then 2 yellow gold, just to see how that works out. So I like a light concealer under my eyes to really help face shape and sort of really enhance my bone structure. But I also quite like to use concealers just to sort of, you know, perfect my imperfections if I just want to kind of have a really light coverage. But to do that you need a nice base. Right, the reason that this is great is because it is really highly pigmented. It's a little bit like It Cosmetics. Is it called Bye Circles, Dark Circles? I'll put it in the text below. And that comes in a bigger tube. Now, let me tell you a clue on packaging when you're buying your concealers as a warning to you. Now, The Ordinary comes in this really simple applicator and it's a really tiny nozzle. Now, be aware, because it's a tiny nozzle, and what the brand is saying to you then is only use a small bit, because a little bit goes a long way, which is great for many reasons. Great because you'll get to, I think it's what, like 8 mil or something like this. Yeah, 8 mil. This is going to last for ages, but you just need a small amount, whereas you might be sort of used to kind of doing your like windscreen wiper action and then sort of blending it in. You'll see when I put it in how pigmented it is. But what I love about this concealer and I love about these kind of products is that it's super flexible, and this is kind of the new generation of products that are coming through making it easier. So all those problems that you talked to me about when you say that you put your concealer on, and you might be putting different concealers on, wrong formulations on wrong parts of your face, but when you put a concealer on a very dry, dehydrated skin, it always shows and it makes the skin look worse and it feels tight and it looks dehydrated. Whereas if you have a concealer that's very flexible, and what that means, it moves with your skin and it doesn't dehydrate, then it works with your skin as a top layer, and that's what all these new formulas do. Anyway, I'm going to cut to the chase, keep banging on. I just love this kind of flexibility because it makes it really workable. Right, let's start with, okay, I'm going to go in with the darker shade for me. So I'm going in with the 2.0 YG, so that's yellow gold. I've got cream on my skin. I put on about 15 minutes ago, so you can see by the way that I'm touching it, it's just nice and hydrated. Now, if you were to put this on a dry skin, which I mean as in not tacky, not hydrated, just like my skin would be in like 5 hours, soft and velvety. If you were to put it on there, you would see it instantly, it wouldn't connect. You have to have that Velcro, you have to have that connection on your skin for the product to migrate with your skin first of all. Otherwise it just sits on top, and so many people go, oh, I'll put it on and it just looks really grey and I can really see it. I'm like, yes, but it's just sitting on top. You have to have something to kind of help you connect. No, actually no, I'm going to tell a lie, I'm going backwards. I'm going to start light first. So I'm going to go in with the lighter one around the eyes and I'm going to buff it in and show you how it builds. So a tiny amount, literally a tiny amount. And the great thing about this product is that it dries to sort of like a semi-matte, so you don't need to powder over the top, whereas some concealers are a little bit more greasy for hydrated places, for areas that need more hydration, but this doesn't need it at all. So a nice fluffy brush, not a flat concealer brush, because I want it to disperse lightly. So in the inner corner of my eyes. It's going to be like an instant wake-up call for me. You can see my eyes look a little pinky red. I'm actually filming this quite early in the morning. Just trying to fit everything in before the kids are running around, but there's a few doors opening and closing. Let's just hope they don't have a scrap. See, I love this. Let's see if I can get it a bit closer for you. With that fluffy brush, I've put it exactly in the areas that I need to elevate, and also this will be around my nose. Now around my nose area, I'm just going to go in with a little bit more. I'm going to use the flat brush because I have some dilated capillaries around that area, and the makeup doesn't ever seem to last so much. And also that nice fine tip, this is a Beauty Pie concealer brush, helps me kind of wedge it right into the creases of my nose. I'll just join that up. And then get my lovely, lovely tools and just push that into my skin. And then I'm going to take it across my lid, just extend. You see how it works? You see how it just extends and stretches, so I can use it as a base across my lid. It neutralises the lid. I'm going to put a little bit on the outside too. Like in with the fluffy brush, it's these sort of corner areas of our eyes that tend to get a little bit pink, don't they? So the fluffiest brush will give you the lightest application. And the denser brush will give you a heavier application. So if you're timid and a bit shy of putting on the concealer, or you're worried after my introduction about saying a little bit goes a long way, but honestly people are really heavy-handed, and I've seen people do it, they're like, oh, it's too much, then you know your skin won't be able to cope with it. I mean, great. I am awake. So what I've done here is I've used a very light colour under my eyes to knock back the darker areas of my eyes and make myself look more awake. If I was only going to do that, I wouldn't use this colour because look, I look patchy. If I was just going to do a little bit of bish bash bosh before I went out, you know, make myself feel a little bit more even, I'll go in with the 2. Put a little bit more on my hand, and I'll go for a little bit of a slightly bigger brush. Maybe I'll go for the sort of Real Technique setting brush. Again, just on my hands, just giving it on your hands and going directly to your face will just give you a little bit of a moment to assess whether it's the right shade. Well, this is perfect for me. Great. So now I can get rid of all my redness really lightly. And it's going to last, and it really does last, and it doesn't feel light and it doesn't feel tight. If I went in with a very flat brush, say this kind of concealer brush or application brush, it'd be too heavy. I know how effective and efficient this concealer is. I just got to go easy, and I'm going very light, very light. This is fantastic. So just to recap, I have used the lighter colour on my eyes because I knew I was going in with a slightly darker concealer just to give myself a bit of face shape. But don't use a really light concealer and then scoot out the door and do your jobs. You just need to get one that's going to match your sort of skin tone, because it would look too patchy and it would look too stark and too cool. I over exaggerate my concealer application when I'm using a base to kind of get rid of my redness. £4.90. I cannot recommend this concealer enough. You can do it for, you can use it for doing your pigmentation at the sides and your tap 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 motions. You don't need to powder it unless your skin is really oily. You really don't need to powder it. There's really lumps and bumps coming up on my face at the moment. And it is so flexible. It just glides on your skin. But the key with any high pigmented concealer is please make sure your skin is hydrated. Just putting a moisturiser on in the morning is not going to be enough. If you touch your skin and it feels soft, dry and velvety, which is lovely of course, but if you want to put a high pigmented concealer on, you need to have that level of hydration in your skin so that it has a chance to connect and sit within the skin and look like skin rather than looking like you've got loads and loads of makeup on. Just take that off there. Brilliant. I think we're so lucky. Well done, The Ordinary. 36 shades, really nice formulas, extraordinary price. This is going straight in my pro kit and my personal kit, and I'm going to get some more colours. Top tip. If you try it, please let me know. Let me know what colours you liked, what you used, and did those tips, those application tips help? Because I'll show you in the next film the way that you can apply different concealers. And this works on all skins. If you just be really delicate with it, if you've got an older skin, hydrate it, soft fluffy brush, apply it. You'll see the difference. Younger skins can take more depending on what coverage you want. But yeah, this is a definite top tip. Enjoy it, and please let me know how you get on. Bye for now.